Hey guys, did you watch the main video? I figure I should make something in English for my audience that speaks English only. Anyways, the main video was Esperanto in social media, Esperanto words that's used in social media. So when I was making this video, I was thinking how a word gets adopted into a language is really, it's such a fascinating thing. Like if you look at how the word for coronavirus had changed over time. Like at first we had the Wuhan virus and we have the novel coronavirus and then we have the SARS whatever COVID-19 and we kind of just like somehow switched through that vocabulary. And one thing you might not know is Taiwan had actually kept the word Wuhan in their name. They call it the Wuhan pneumonia. Of course, they also use the name COVID-19 just to make it convenient for other people to search, I guess. This made me think about how words are created versus how people actually start using a word. In this case, when we have the coronavirus, it's the health government people, I think, and the WHO creating the names for, I guess, the COVID-19 name, I guess. But people may disagree. Like Taiwan didn't join WHO because they are barred by China, so I guess they don't have to technically follow the rules. Esperanto is kind of different, the situation, compared to coronavirus. So Esperanto doesn't have a lot of speakers. You might hear people saying Esperanto have like millions or tens of millions of speakers, but that's not true. Well, I guess it's kind of true, but it's like 90%, 99%, 90, I don't know, 95% maybe. 95% of those people doesn't speak Esperanto fluently. It's a language full of beginners. So there's not a lot of Esperanto speakers that actually use the language. So there isn't a lot of benefit to creating official translations for things. So a lot of things just doesn't have an official translation like Twitter or YouTube. When there is an official translation, like when it's Facebook, Wikipedia, and WordPress, it's usually done by volunteers. So when you have a lot of people, the consistency is a problem. And people can have different opinions on things. One might think this is better, another one may think the other word is better. So one way to put yourself into the shoes of these people is to, if you speak another language, I really hope you speak another language if you're subscribed to this channel, by the way. Anyways, what would you do? How would you translate the words if it's you? If you have to translate some new concept into another language? We have a lot of words to pick and choose from in Esperanto. So I was wondering, how do people decide which word to use when they need to use a word? Like, do they go through a dictionary? Do they look it up? Like, if you search for how to say this in Esperanto, the answer you're probably going to find is the Esperanto Stack Exchange, which is a thing. And maybe you find something on Reddit or Twitter. I think those results would have a very big impact on how people choose words. And it just, if they have a friend who uses this word, they're probably going to use that word. If they are taught to use a certain word in school, yeah, but they're usually probably not taught in school about social media, which is still kind of new for Esperanto. And maybe they'll find my video. So it's kind of actually scary to think that my video might have an influence on the development of this entire language. I'm in no way a fluent speaker of Esperanto, even though I'm good enough to look something up. Like I can read dictionaries and grammar books in Esperanto. But still, like, I'm definitely not like those people in the academia of Esperanto, which is like the people who actually officially decide. They decide the word for coronavirus, which is coronavirus. Anyways, when I'm making this video, I feel like I'm creating something like a dictionary. I mean, it's not like technically a dictionary, it's just a collection of words, but I have to explain in Esperanto what do words mean. And have to give examples using them in actual situations. And social media really changed the meaning of certain words, like how you subscribe. You are not actually paying money when you subscribe to a channel on YouTube. And when you follow someone, you are not literally following someone behind their back on Twitter. And when you like a page on Facebook, it's actually, now you think of it, it's more like you're subscribing or following when you like a page on Facebook because you get all their newer posts, right? When I made this video, I hope it would help someone by putting these information all in one place. I try to preserve all the different words that's used. So sometimes you would see there are two words for the same things because they're like half and half, or maybe 30% to 70%, that kind of situation. And there's a lot of words, and some of them just aren't used, or they are used in very specific, like by just one or two people, but they got recorded. So sometimes I feel like, am I doing such a thing like that? Am I doing a selfish translation sometimes? I hope that's not what I'm doing. But anyways, I think the very least what this video is gonna achieve is if people ever change how they use words in the future, and they can go back and look at this video and see, oh, okay, there's actually a change. We used to use that other word. So it's like a record for history, whatever, if people care about it. I think there's some people are gonna care how language evolves, right? And Esperanto is a really fascinating experiment, I'm gonna say. People are gonna disagree, but I think Esperanto sometimes feels like an interesting experiment. But anyways, I hope this video has been interesting. If you're subscribed to this channel, maybe you're interested in languages, and certainly language can affect politics, like how the political correctness thing can definitely, like how you should word certain things. Like people are called out for being a racist when they say it's a Chinese virus. And yeah, I guess that's all I have to say for this video. So see you, bye bye, and don't forget to be awesome.